as people, we sometimes want to know what's in it for me before we do something. Why? Because if I have to do something differently and I have to be an ambassador for that change, I would like to know, why is it important? What can I achieve? What can I avoid? So when people say, or when you say and I say, what a good idea. What makes us say that that's a good idea? This is really a great idea. It's because it gives me something. Either it gives me some pleasure or removes some pain. In other words, it makes me achieve something that I wish for, or it makes me avoid some kind of problem. So if we want people to change in a sustainable way and continue doing that, or change their behavior, or buy something, or do something differently, we have to sell the idea. We cannot just dictate. You can make them, you can delegate a task, but you cannot delegate responsibility. If you want people to feel responsible and take ownership, you have to sell the idea. How do you sell the idea? Well, you give them understanding why this idea is important in their minds. Then you make them understand what they can achieve and avoid, so you get their heart to understand also, and then probably also tell them how to do it and how to change and what to do. So you also give them hands. So you can say head, heart, or hands, or you can say what, why, how. When we look at this, it's simply a model about how sharing knowledge in a motivational way. So you have knowledge, and what we want to do as result-oriented people is to show people how to do. So we give them know-how. I want you to do this and that in this way. And maybe they'll ask why, or I don't agree, or the moment you turn your back, they do something different. So you didn't sell the idea, you just dictate how they should do it. You gave them a solution or a plan or an idea. But if you want it to be sustainable and for them to be really on fire about that idea, you have to show them the purpose. So what is actually creating understanding? So let them understand what's it about and why is it important? It's the value of the idea. What can you achieve? And what can you avoid? So what is the value? What do you get out of it? What's your motivation? What's in it for me or for you in this case? And how is the solution, is the idea, is the plan, is how to do it? So this will be the solution. If you don't want to come up with a solution all the time to the people you're selling an idea to, could be private, it could be business-wise, you can give them what and why, and they can maybe be able to create the solution with you and maybe come up with something even clever, even better than you thought of. So why not? But if you want them to follow the plan and be an ambassador for the plan, give them both what and why. A lot of people use it as a structure for giving structured information. It could be in an email also. It could be both written and verbal. So if it's in an email, you would say, what is this subject about? What am I going to write about? Give them some understanding about the background. Why is it so important? Or what do we want to achieve? This could also be the objective, the goal. What do we want to reach? Where do we want to go? Why is it so important? What can we achieve and avoid? So what problems do we see today that we don't want to accept? And what wishes do we have for the future that could be attractive? And how do we see it carried out? What is the plan? If we do like that, it will be more motivating information and can not maybe stand alone, but it will be even stronger also when written. If we ask people, if we ask employees in companies, what do you get the most from your managers, from top management? What, why, and how? For sure, they will get all three. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But the answer we get the most is we get mostly what and how. Because usually we take why for granted. We think a lot about it. We have an idea as managers, as parents, as whatever. And we know the why, we know why it's important, but we just share them. We have to head here, and I want you to do like this. And we forget about the most important part, at least when we talk about motivation. So let's not make that mistake. Let's give more motivating knowledge from now on. So here's the structure, and you can, of course, use it.